What's going on, people? What time is it? 9:05. It's a late one. We never do late ones. Let's go live chat. Just make sure that's right. Everything's right. Now we're waiting on people. Oh, it's a water kind of night. Jonathan, how you doing, man? What's going on? Welcome to everyone who is signing on. A night one. A late night one. We never do late night ones anymore. This is good stuff. Nothing, man. You're working. I'm off. I'm actually start a vacation today, so I'm a little happy. School's out for summer or a week, you know, whatever. Feels like summer. So welcome everybody who's signing on to this, once again, random live stream. Because what's the point of doing anything except random, right? I put my truck in 4 low and it beeps. What is it? It's just a warning. It's just a warning that you're in 4 low. If you go too hard in 4 low, you could rip apart a lot of components. Just know that. Mike, how's it going, buddy? Brent, what's up? What's up, peoples? Happy Friday night. Checking in from National City, California. Well, welcome there, 619. Good to see you. Still got the head cold. Bear with me. I still got the weird voice, but I feel a lot better. Doug, what's going on, dude? Eating Doritos and playing RA2. All right, Jacob, good to see you, buddy. I have no idea what RA2 is. Being real, not a video gamer, but my bad. I'm trying to think before you tell me. It won't go in, though. I put it in drive, and it messes up. Consult your manual there, my friend. What is this stream going to be about? What do you want this stream to be about? I usually come on with either I have something to say or I let you guys just go. Red Alert 2. Command & Conquer Red Alert 2 old game. Okay. Yeah, we could talk about whatever you guys want. This is just one of those times everyone asked me to do later live streams and I had the time. So I went with it. So let's hang out and talk about whatever you like. Mike, what's going on, buddy? Good evening to you as well. We'll see if there's a lot of West Coasters because in the West Coast it's 6:08 p.m. A little early for you guys. East Coast dude should be around tonight. Command & Conquer is awesome. Yeah, I honestly, growing up we had Atari, and then we had Sega Genesis, and well, first we had Nintendo, then we had Sega Genesis, and Blades of Steel on Nintendo, Top Gun on Nintendo, Sonic the Hedgehog, Alter Beast. There was a few, those were on Sega Genesis. I had Sega Game Gear. We got PlayStation 1, but after PlayStation 1 it all fell off. How can someone get the TRD Pro suspension for a 2018 Tundra? The problem is you can't get the TRD Pro suspension right now unless someone's selling it on like an eBay or a forum or something like that. Toyota's not selling the TRD suspensions to anyone but pro owners, like Crash Parts, that kind of thing, right now. That will probably change in the future. West Coast represent, Jacob, owning it. 3:08 p.m. Saturday afternoon. So, Tundra Man is way ahead of us in New Zealand right now. The Mule was worth watching because Clint Eastwood's in it, so you knew it was going to be good. Everything he's in is good. I think it came out on PS1. There you go. So, on PS1, I always played the hockey games. I had some wrestling games, a bowling game, Need for Speed, stuff like that. Oh, and I loved fighter jet games. Go Texans, says Overland. Okay, all right, go get them. Mike says, hey, we need snow in central PA. Anxious to try the Tundra 4-wheel drive with KO2. Yeah, I mean, 4-wheel drive with KO2, for me, worked out well. But go easy on it at first, just to make sure everything is well. How do you put it in 4 low, TD? You go to 4 high. I think you have to be in neutral to go to 4 low. You go to 4 high first, and then you have to, well, you're in an 09, right? Let me see if I can remember how to do it in 09. You have to push the button in, and then go all the way to 4 low. Pretty sure you have to be in neutral when you do it, foot on the brake. Correct me if I'm wrong. 4 low. I haven't been in 4 low since my 07. Up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, select, start, unlimited lives. That's awesome. Mike, what's going on? My buddy was a big Mortal Kombat guy. And if you remember, they always had those fatalities that everybody would do on Sega Genesis. And he used to play 2-player, but he'd be by himself with his Game Pro magazine open, doing all the babalities and all these special fatalities and, I don't know, all this crazy stuff. Not really into that. Why am I the... Mike, be the one. What's going on, buddy? Why am I the only one hitting the like button before we even know what we're going to talk about tonight? Let's hit it, people. Yeah, if you want to hit the like button, go for it. Thank you, pal. You're the man. You do that all the time. Yeah, Dad of Steel saw what I just ate. I just got home, dude. I just got home. Yeah, we went to dinner tonight. Little filet mignon and lobster tail. It was very good. I'm full. And just drinking water. There's no soda, no beer, no nothing. We're just drinking water tonight. Because I'm so full. I'm just unbelievably full right now. Took a couple aspirin to get this head cold going in the right direction again. Should be good. Lip, what's going on, buddy? Happy Friday to you as well, sir. Oh. Since there's a good amount of people on here now, I will say, first, where are you coming from tonight? Where are you in the world? Tell me now. Looking forward to hearing how many people we got from wherever you are. Let's see if Canada can beat the USA tonight again. And once again, guys, if you don't know this, still, I'm making, I collect police patches. My father's a retired sergeant. So if you are not just police, fire, EMS, Army, military, whatever you got, if you want to send patches to be in the big frame that will go directly where I'm pointing at right now, do it. So I don't know if you guys were here for the last live stream for me to show you this. My father finally gave me some of his that he had. 4th Infantry Division Vietnam veteran. That's the old man. This is all my father's stuff. This is the badge he wore, or the patch he wore. One. And then right before he retired, they switched to this one. And now they have this one. Same place the whole time. And he also went to the Smith & Wesson Academy. So there you go. There we go. Okay, so if you have any of those and you want to send them to put in the big frame, so what I'm doing, one more time I want to tell you guys, it's up to you, do what you want to do. So I have this massive empty wall under the Kyle Petty sign. We're going to put a huge frame there, and I'm going to put all of the patches in there. I have a ton of them. Patch from viewer. Patches from viewers. So it's probably going to be a couple frames now, I'll be honest with you. But anywho, let me get caught up here. Only reason I ask is because I have 11,000 pounds on her, and I'm towing it uphill. That might not be good for 4 low. Not at all. 11,000 pounds, that's a lot of weight, man. You feel comfortable with that amount of weight behind you in that? Talk to me, Goose. Jacob says, don't care for seafood, honestly. Man, I love it. I can't get enough of it, I'll be honest with you. Anthony, what's up? What do you think of the Nitto Terra Grappler G2 tires? Personally, I've never owned the Nittos, but Nitto Terra Grapplers are a well-known tire that people seem to love. So I do hear every once in a while say that there's a little bit of road noise, a little bit of extra road noise. But if you don't care about that, apparently they're a very good tire. I do suggest before you buy any tires, because tires are the hardest thing to buy, in my personal opinion, read all the reviews on the website you're about to buy them on. Like I always use 4-wheel parts. They always have the star system next to it. Hit it, read all the reviews, and see what everybody thinks. Especially, it always depends on what you're going to use the tires for. If you're just going to daily drive it, regular road use, that's one thing. But if you're going to off-road or tow, that's where that stuff comes into play and where it starts to matter. So make sure you pay attention. Dad of Steel had some ribs out on the smoker myself. I need a smoker in my life. I do. I need a smoker. ASAP. Dad of Steel, if you want to buy it for me, you do it, bud. Nah, I'm just kidding. But I really do want a smoker for sure, because I'm all into the ribs and stuff like that and the brisket. Brent is from Orange, Texas. All right, cool, man. Spencer's in Saskatchewan, Canada. We got Canada represented right there and a goalie underneath. So, done. Good. Thanks for being here, Spencer. Alaska for Doug. Oh, yes. Stratford, Missouri for Dad of Steel. Americus, Georgia for James. All right, cool. Welcome. Is that really a place, Americus? Because that's the coolest name of any town I've ever heard. Lip is the only 10 I see. David is Illinois. See? No S at the end, guys. Illinois. Jacob salutes. So anybody wanting Tundra Power Wheel for their kids, let me check out Big Toys, or you should check out BigToysGreenCountry.com. They have dual 12-volt battery, leather seats, and rubber tires. Can you do me a favor, Mike, before you end the night? Just send me that link to my email so I don't forget, because I have been looking for one of those. This is past my bedtime for sure, Anti-Socialist, but I'm off. I'm off from work, so did a late one tonight, buddy. Might be the one, TundraDude34. If you're watching, thank you for your service. I will tell him you said that personally, Mike. I was just with him tonight. He was out to dinner with us. Anthony's in Philadelphia, PA, one of my favorite towns on earth. Go Birds. I'm a Giants fan, but good luck in the playoffs, my friend. Antisocial is in the other side of Mississippi. Rob Yoda, how you doing, buddy? Good afternoon, or we'll change it up to good evening to anybody on the East Coast. Taylor, what's up, buddy? We gonna get any more dissecting next gen Tundra news? Oh, you will never stop asking, no matter what I give you. The more I get, the more I'll give. I just have to, as I always say, vet what I have already to make sure it's legitimate. Because Lord knows you don't want to say anything that might be wrong. People jump down your throat for that. My God. Just back from a Tundra camping trip in Wanaka, New Zealand. It's pronounced Wanaka. I nailed it. Okay. Wonka, we'll call it. No. My dump truck broke down with a little load on her, and I'm towing after night because I don't want the red and blues after me. Yeah, that's smart. I mean, be careful out there, dude. That's a lot of weight, though. For real. For real. Dad of Steel smoked ribs with the thumbs up? Absolutely. Pit barrel cooker. That's what I need. I know exactly what you're talking about. Cool. James says, my wife and I love most all seafood. Yes, especially that from the Gulf Coast of Florida. We go to Mexico Beach, which was wiped out when Michael went through last year. It definitely was. It definitely was. That town was rocked, right? When you say, hold on, pause. I don't remember. Is that I'm going to sound really stupid here. Is Mexico Beach a Florida beach? You're not talking about like Mexico, right? I just, for some reason, feel like there was a Mexico Beach, Florida that had like a direct hit. Could be totally wrong. I don't know much about Panhandle, Florida, but let's see. Jose says, I'm using Toyo Open Country 34's Anchorage, Alaska. What's going on, Jose? How are you, my friend? Toyo Open Country 34's rock. Rock. Charlotte, North Carolina. Taylor, you never told me Charlotte, did you? Because I would have got on you about not inviting me to any of the NASCAR races there. Now I know. Rob Yoda says, 40 of us watching and only 9 likes? What's going on with that? I agree with him. There's 43 of you watching and 14 likes. Drum smoker, super simple. I'll send you the link. Send me the link. Yes, yes, yes. I really do, no joke, want to get a smoker. I've been thinking about it for a while. I've been really into cooking lately. Like, you know, I bought this, like, I'm going to call it the Tim the Toolman Taylor crock pot. All right? Because you buy a crock pot, and, you know, they do what they got to do. They're this big. I bought a crock pot that could fit, like, 8 quarts in it, and it is, like, completely digital. It is the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life. I'm, like, proud of it. It's also a pressure cooker, a defroster. It's just amazing, dude. So I started using the crock pot a lot. My wife got me an air fryer that we have yet to use. That should be tomorrow night. And I've just been wanting to do a lot of stuff like that, like smoking. What's that? Oh, God, I forget the name of the show. Barbecue Pitmasters. You ever see that show from a few years back? That always got me into doing all that, the smoking of the meats and everything like that. I dig it. Americus is 9 miles from my hometown of Plains, Georgia. We have owned a farm there since 1839. That's pretty cool, dude. I would love to own a farm. Or at least work a farm. I like the outdoor living. Gotta get out of New Jersey. I shouldn't say that. Western New Jersey's filled with farms. Texas Gator Gills Stick Smoker. Okay. We got a lot of people with a lot of things going on, dude. A lot of different smokers out there, apparently. I love seafood and barbecue, says Brent. All of it, but unfortunately my wife is allergic to seafood and hates meat. Oh, man. That's rough. That's rough. Gotta do what you gotta do, though. Love knows no bounds. Jacob says, dang, James. Plantano, what's going on? Dude, what's your insurance on your Tundra? I'm on a tight budget expecting a baby girl. Well, congratulations on expecting your future daughter. I like it. My insurance is pretty normal, dude. It's pretty normal. Nothing crazy. Yeah, it's really, really reasonable. It's that of a sedan. It's not anything out of the ordinary at all. It's not like exotic car levels or anything like that. I mean, to the insurance company, it's just a half-ton pickup truck, which when you get into the half-ton, at least in New Jersey, mind you, it's in New Jersey, everything's different wherever you go, but when you move up into the half-ton, anything over a half-ton, you're going to pay a little bit more. It has to do with weight and everything. But half-ton, you pay a little bit more, but nothing crazy. So I would suggest you just contact a bunch of different insurance companies and get some quotes, but I'm telling you, it's very reasonable. Of course, it also has to do with your history of driving. If you have a lot of tickets or accidents and stuff, your rate's going to be huge. Hope that helps, man. And congratulations once again. Vil Fabro, how are you, dude? What's my opinion on the BDS lifts on Tundra? So, never used, but people on the channel always say good things about BDS. Yes. Icon is another huge one people always talk about. There's a few. There's a few people rave about when you want to go up, especially BDS. I'm guessing you want to go 6 inches or something like that. But what I always tell people, especially with lifts, make sure you're getting a good, reliable kit. Don't just look at the name. Make sure you're looking at the actual kit you're getting, the stuff that comes with the extras, so you don't start to mess up your underside of your truck. And what I mean by that is suspension components. Some kits come with, you know, oh, well, this will lift the truck, but it doesn't safely lift the truck in the way of, you know, like all the other components can handle the lift, and then you'll start breaking things. You don't want to start snapping axles and things like that. So just make sure you're getting a full kit, everything you need. Don't go for the cheapest option. Never go for the cheapest option, and always read reviews. That's the big thing. And don't just straight go to BDS. Look at a bunch of other ones out there. There's a lot of great ones. Excuse me. That damn cough. Chris, what's going on, buddy? Happy Friday. Thanks for being here. By the way, this is going to piss off a lot of you, but I don't care. Got my sweet Jersey Shore Store hoodie on tonight from the Shore Store. You Jersey Shore fans will know what that is. But judging this is a Tundra channel, none of you are Jersey Shore fans, so my bad. Congrats, Rico. And Rico said, thanks, man. Yes. Any tips for towing that much weight? I'm shatting my pants. You should wait, or, well, you're busy right now. I was just looking to see. Johnny 5 does show up to these quite often, and he is the towing master. But we also have Rob Yoda here who could give you a little once over. But that's a lot of weight for the Tundra. And it's not so much pulling as this is what Johnny 5 has taught me. It's more stopping that you have to make sure you're not white knuckling. So that's a lot of weight for a Tundra. The stopping aspect of it. Destroyer, what's going on? I know, what am I doing up now? You're the third person that said that. I am on vacation from work. I finished work today, and I'm on vacation for a week. So I can be up, guys. We're up. Mexico Beach is in Florida between Panama City and Port St. Joe. Yeah, with Tidale Air Force Base back towards Panama City. I knew it. And Mexico Beach really got jacked up, right? That was the beach I saw on the news a bunch of times. I'm pretty sure. That's sad. Chef, what's going on, buddy? Long time no see. My favorite is a chuck roast on a Weber. Okay. I add a water pan with charcoal and hardwood. If you're looking, you're not cooking. I like it. Now, your name starts with chef, so we got to take that into consideration for sure. Air fryer is amazing, says Matt. Yeah, everyone has said that to me. No one has said they don't like their air fryer, so I'm very excited for this. Oh, and I've only been to the Charlotte Motor Speedway once, and that was to see Christmas lights on the track. Well, you know, we got to change that, bro. Finish it in the crock pot, no water. All right, all right. TD in his crock pot. You know, I talk about it all the time. Talk about it like it's my child. BDS 3-inch coil-over lift is a good one, but a little experience. I'm guessing you're going to say a little pricey. Love my stick burner offset smoker in good weather. There you go. Christopher says, Tundra is a great work truck for the farm. Absolutely. Because you don't need all those bells and whistles out there on the farm. You just need a truck that's going to be reliable and can pull. I sent you an email on the Tundra Power Wheel. Thank you very much, Mike. I've been looking for that too, so that's pretty funny. Just the other day, I was looking for that. My nephew got a Chevy one, and I know that's going to break down soon, so, you know, I got to have something ready to go. Tom, what's going on, buddy? Offset stick burners are the best smoker, in my opinion, however, requires attention. I'm down. Down to give a little attention here and there. Taylor says, dude, if you can, join USAA for insurance. We get an awesome rate on our 15 Sienna. We're only a $50 deductible. That's awesome. Super awesome. Mike, what's going on, buddy? Mike Molina in the house. Good to see you. Brett likes Old Smoky, the big one. I got to check all these out. Follow up on the insurance question. Did anyone mention the supercharger to their insurance company? I heard Geico will drop you if they heard you installed after the initial purchase and policy is made. Pretty 100% mine knows. Yeah. Yup. USAA Rocks had insurance through them for the last 15 years. I guess when you find something good, you keep it. Do I think throttle body spacers actually work? I've never been a throttle body spacer supporter, okay? And I'm not saying they don't work. I mean, I haven't hooked it up to a dyno and done a test, but throttle body spacers worked a lot more back in the carburetor days, not necessarily the fuel-injected days. So don't go into it with huge expectations. Here you go. This is just like the cold air intake talk we did last week. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. Actual expectations of a cold air intake, check that video out. Cold air intake is going to give you more sound. Throttle body spacer might give you a little more whistle, okay? If you're doing it for anything more than that, like a huge horsepower gain, it's probably not going to happen. That's 90% not going to happen. So go into it with open eyes, guys. Open eyes. I have my Tundra and Prius 50 to 100K for 120 a month. That's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Looking at Pekin Insurance. There you go. Just stay away from Navy Federal. They suck, apparently, says Mr. Yoda. Okay, will do. Check out Zone. They are cheaper than BDS, but basically the same kit, but not as shiny. Okay, just make sure all the components are there, and it is a reliable kit. Take that hoodie off. Never. Dude, I love that show. Mind you, if you don't know this, which some of you may not, Jersey Shore, the show, was filmed where I run. You guys know I go run in Seaside Park, Seaside Heights. I run by the Shore store every single time I run on the boardwalk. So, kind of a little local thing. But, yeah, I support local business. I'm a big guy. And the bigger the channel gets, I'll always support local business, for sure. Local business, law enforcement, emergency services, military. That's what I support. Diff drop, essential in the level or lift kits. Many do not have it, yes. If you're doing a basic level, like I would think like 2 to 3 max, you're good. You don't necessarily need a diff drop, in my opinion. If you're doing anything more than that, you should really look into that. Stopping and sway control. There you go, Destroyer. Good call. You hanging on Snooky's porch. We're on Snooky's porch. It's funny because driving home from the restaurant tonight, we drove right by it. And I happened to look over and caught that porch. I don't know why. It's funny. I tell all the time, how much are you pulling? He's pulling 11,000, Christopher. Chris says a little over what they recommend. Go easy and turn up your trailer brake. Do you have a trailer brake in your 09 there, Yoda? I know you don't have a factory one, but do you have an add-on? James says 2,700 structures in Mexico Beach and all were damaged, badly or destroyed except for 300 to 400 of them. Looks like a bomb went off in most of the town. I feel your pain there, James. We had Superstorm Sandy here in 2012. Took out my parents' house and most of that island. Like I said in that story a minute ago about the Jersey Shore TV show and Shore Store, and where I run on the boardwalk, that's where where the roller coaster was in the water. I run right by where that happened. So, yeah, that whole island got killed. So I know how you feel. Definitely. I already read that. Okay. Most trucks can tow a lot, but stopping is the key, especially if you're towing more than your vehicle weighs. Bad. True. It's always stopping. That's what Johnny 5 always says as well. Anyone else get the bell that TD goes live and can't hook up because of work? It's booch. I'm sorry about that, man. I'm glad you guys are, if you didn't know this yet, you should really hit the notification bell. Every time I go randomly live, like we are right now, this was not announced. You'll know when I'm on. You could pop on, say, what's up? Can you put up the form for fan features? Yeah, I can, dude. Actually, I could do it right now while we're on here. Wanted to know if hoodie and 2XL are available. Absolutely. Here's what you do, Carl. Contact beelineapparel@gmail.com and just tell them what you want. And he'll give you all the details. And thank you. And just so you know, we also have stickers, and we also have key tags available. There's also t-shirts there. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. I was turning that down. And then we're going to put this up again. Guys, if you didn't see my video from a couple days ago, we're going to start doing fan features again. I just did something a little different this time for fan feature. I did it a little bit... Can you... Come on, camera. Damn it. Hold on one sec. Turn the brightness way down for this because it's all white. Okay, cool. So take a picture of this. It's going to be probably backwards for you, but we figure it out. So what you got to do, and I'm sorry this is so bad, the email should be named TD34 Fan Feature 2019. Okay, that has to be named that. I totally lost where I was. Okay, cool. Then you put your name. You put your location. You put the vehicle year, make, model, trim. Okay. Current modifications, future modifications, anything you'd like to add, you know, how long you've been a part of the channel, how many tundras you had, anything cool like that. And then add 3 pictures. It's backwards. It looks Russian. All right? There you go. That's it. Because I want to do them, but the problem was when I was doing them last year, I got so behind because everybody was sending differently, and that's my fault. Like, I didn't tell anybody how to send the fan features. They were just sending like 15, 10, 3, 8 pictures at a time. I was getting lost in it, and they were just writing paragraphs about their truck. So I was trying to weed out all the information that I needed to make the fan feature. So by following that template, it becomes a lot easier for me. Hence, I'll be able to do a lot more of them. So if you ever sent in for the TundraDude34 fan feature and never got featured, send again, following that template. If you need a picture of the template, go back to the video a couple ago that said, change, I don't remember what it was called, change to the channel in 2019 or something like that. Go watch that and take a picture of it and follow it, eh? Thank you. All right, let's see. I've towed 15,000 myself, but it was with my dad's 2014 2500 Cummins Mega Cab, and it was damn smooth. There you go. Double cab, 6.5 bed, has highest tow capacity, I believe, 10,200 pounds. Yes, yes. I think that's the SR, right? 2-wheel drive? I'm pretty sure on that. Yes, add-on, okay. Hit the like, folks. He deserves it, says Dad is Steel. Thanks, buddy. Especially how full I am right now, I could use the likes. When towing, stay in the low gear and keep your RPMs low. Take it slow and let the truck do the work. Stay off the brakes if your automatic lock it in first or second. Okay, there you go. Rob Yoda knows his stuff. Wish I had my GMC Sierra 2500 6.0. Ooh, there you go. I bet. That thing would pull it. I bet. I did a 3-inch level on my 2018 Tundra. They did drop the diff. Okay. They did exactly what my local dealership has done to maintain 12-hour warranty. Okay, cool. Rock and roll. I didn't do a diff drop on my 09. I did a 3-inch lift on that, but no diff drop. I don't know. I guess that's kind of the... I think you're good with 2 inches for sure. And I always heard 4 inches and up. So I guess 3 is that gray area where you could do it, right? What I want to know is why doesn't anybody offer a Jake brake on 1-ton trucks anymore? I like Jake brakes so much. Sometimes I just watch YouTube videos of semis doing that. Jake braking. My buddy's, he's got a Chevy 2500 diesel Z71 fully loaded. Things pretty nasty in a good way. He's got like an exhaust brake, and I wonder how much that could tow. I have no idea. He has the 6.6 Duramax. That I know. But I would love to see how much that thing could tow. He bought it to tow a camper because we were going to take a camper to all the races. And never got around. He got the camper and we never got around to doing it. You know, life. He actually bought the truck and the camper, then met a girl and is now married. So we know how that goes, huh? So yeah, he ended up selling the camper. Still has the truck. Truck is sick. Brought us to Watkins Glen last year. Very comfortable ride. Good pickup. Yeah, I really like it. Big truck though. Would not be something I want to steer around every day, just saying. Nathan says, I went to a dealership. Can't say what one, but I bought a little something. Oh man, what'd you buy now? What'd you buy now? I need to know. Give me a hint. I can't wait. I can't wait. I love guessing what vehicle people bought. Although, Nathan, you'll be hard. You've bought a lot of interesting stuff along the way, my friend. Let's see what you got. Lost. There we go. I installed the ReadyLift 3.2 on mine. Photo is on Instagram. Next step I would like to do is 35s. Curious on how much trimming, if any, I would need to do. 3.2. You might have to trim out the wheel well a little bit and maybe a little bit of your skid plate there. I don't know what skid plate you have, but there might be slight trimming. It depends what your offset is too. That'll be a big deal. Nathan says 2019. Okay. Destroyer says, love the exhaust brake on my Cummins. It's Dad's Cummins. It sounds amazing and actually does a damn good job at helping stop loaded and unloaded. All right. Save the brakes. Save the clock tower. Okay, Mike, I got your, if you're still on here, I got your link. Thank you, buddy. Never had one before. 2019 Jeep Wrangler. I'm just taking a stab. Ugh. I think I'm starting to get a sore throat now too, along with the head cold, so this should be fun. How are you doing, people that just signed on? I saw a couple people jump on there. If you didn't say it before, if you weren't here for it, where are you coming from tonight? Where are you in the world? Bigger, way bigger. Power wagon. I'm just going to keep guessing crazy vehicles. Anyone else want to guess what vehicle Nathan bought? Help a bro out. Because I have no idea. You got to give me more than that. Power wagon. I'm going with power wagon. Can't say the dealership, though. I don't know. It's going to be a tough one. You or anyone ever use Radar Renegade tires? No, not me. Anyone out there ever use Radar Renegade tires? I'd like to hear it. BGS is in Lawn Guy. Very nice. Toledo, Ohio. What's going on, buddy? How's Ohio treating you? Is it snowing there? Or like snow on the ground there? Brendan said, coming at you from a uranium mine in northern Saskatchewan. Canada's winning. That's pretty crazy. Chris is in Mount Bethel, PA. Okay, question. How close is Mount Bethel to Pocono? Let's say that. Nathan said 3,500. Ram 3,500? Harv is in Des Moines, Iowa. All right, cool. Sean is in Erie, PA. The Destroyer's in East Tennessee. Dad of Steel says, plan on definitely cutting some plastic, if not more. Yeah, I would think so. And cold. Oh, I bet it's cold. Chris says, hey, you guys might think this is cool. My 2019 TRD Pro in Midnight Black came in today. Going to pick it up in the morning. This makes my 5th new-gen Tundra. Chris, super congratulations. Film it, dude. Not like professional or anything. Just film it, man. Film when you first see it. Nothing better than when you first see the vehicle. You know, like when you're pulling up or whatever. I mean, don't text and drive, though. Skid plate should be fine. ST5 TRD. Okay. Yeah, SR5 TRD, I'm guessing you're trying to say. Yeah, I mean, you'll have to put it on and, you know, see if you could do full turns each way. Wish we had snow. None yet this year. Yeah, we usually have a couple storms by now in Jersey. Nothing yet. I mean, Jinx City right there. Silk, what's going on? I did a 6112 front, 1.9 setting, 0, and 5160 rear. To my surprise, I put a 33, and it didn't rub from Southern Cali. Thank you for being here, and here's why. Everybody always talks about how much they love that Bill Steen setup, and I'm glad to hear somebody actually put it on and is coming back and telling me about it afterward on a live stream, because they always ask on the live streams. So let me ask you this. What did you pay in total for purchase and installation, or if you did it yourself, let us know, but I'd love to know some pricing. But that is a great setup for a nice level kit right there. Awesome Chris Webb from the New Zealand Tundra, man. Absolutely. I'm 5 miles from the water gap. Okay, cool. Cool. Because I'm always in Pocono. Might be the one the lift claims to be able to fit 35s with a 25 offset, but I'm not sure. Hardest thing in the world, buying wheels, tires, lifts, all together. Sean said, buying a set of black wheels that come on some of the 19 Tundras to put on my 18 Sport should look good, I hope. Yeah, why not? What tires are you going to wrap it in? That's the question. Dude, I'm the guy with the remote start on Instagram. Okay. Big fan. I appreciate you, buddy. Always got to support the lawn guys out there, man. Landscaper's not an easy job. Not an easy job at all. Especially when the customers always have something to say. GMC Sierra Dually 6.6 3500. Beautiful truck. Nathan, got to ask you, buddy. First off, congratulations. That's super sweet. What did you pay for that, dude? What did you pay? Artisan, what's going on? Hi, all. Coming from I can't read and start over again. Hi, all. Coming in from my living room. Husband just bought a 2018 Tundra, and I'm educating myself. Well, congratulations to your husband. Sweet pickup. Let's see how much you know right now. What trim level did he buy of the Tundra? Let's go. Let's get started. Durango, Colorado. Nice, man. Anyone see the Chuck Norris Toyota commercial? Yes, saw. Absolutely. Is that when he has the Tacoma, when he signs the Tacoma and everything? Yes, sir. BGSU, they might be like my 18. There you Cost me around $1,200 for the shocks, and I did the install with my bro. How was the install? Easy? Hard? SR5 TRD. Well done. Well done. That's a beautiful pickup right there. I like it. I always say the SR5 TRD, smartest purchase, gives you everything you need. Good truck right there. I've had, how many SR5 TRDs have I had? 2. Yeah, I've had 2. Out of my 5 Tundras, 2 were SR5 TRD. Good call, good pickup. Did you guys get a good price? If you just got a 2018 right at the end of the year, you probably scored a good deal. Congratulations, for sure. But now, I mean, if your husband's not watching this, we got to buy him stuff, okay? And if you want to purchase anything for him, that is Toyota, Tundra, especially Toyota and TRD parts. There's some aftermarket parts on there too. Go to the website sparksparts.com, and anything you buy there, use promo code TundraDude34 to save a 5%. And I'd be happy to help you if you need help with whatever you're trying to buy. Always down to help. Long guy said my wife would rock at this game. She knows all the specs. That's pretty crazy. My wife would fail miserably at it, and she's not afraid to tell you that. Could care less about cars. Sean says probably go with the BFGs. Smart move, my friend. There's great deals on the BFG KO2s right now. Because KO3s are a-coming. So, get them while they're hot. If you don't care about the brand new thing that's out and you want to save a little cashola, go ahead. Do it. KO2s. Because first off, they're awesome. First and foremost. Here we go. New Zealand Tundra said, my buddy is a landscaper and he slipped on the grass and broke both of the bones in his leg above his ankles. Just got the stitches out yesterday from his surgery. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Crazy world out there. Landscaping's not easy. I'm telling you. Think of it, okay? First off, now, lawn guy, you can correct me anywhere you want here, buddy. I'm not a landscaper, but this is what I know. Starting a landscaping business is one of the toughest things you could do, especially depending on where you're at, of course, because everybody has an area, okay? So when certain companies kind of like, they don't own the area, you could do whatever you want, but certain companies are, if you come into their territory, they're going to get pissed off, okay? So you got to find yourself a spot where you can actually make some money. You got to get a good amount of customers up front to where you can make a living in it. You got to pay for all the equipment, which is insane, okay? You got to pay a lot of times for help because it's hard to do lawns unless you're doing a couple of residential lawns here and there. But if you're doing like, you know, as you get bigger, you got to start paying for the help, which means you probably have to get some kind of insurance for the person that's helping you, unless it's like a close buddy off the books, whatever. You got to make the customer happy. Okay, and a lot of times, you know, you set up a plan with a customer where you're going to cut it every week, but you don't come on a Tuesday like you always do because it rained and there's too much mud, and customer freaks out because you're not there because they don't understand. You're in the heat all day, every day. It's back-breaking. It's just a hard life, man. You got to give a lot of love to the lawn dudes out there. I'm telling you. 95, but I got a lift. Nathan, I need to see this truck. TundraDude34@gmail.com. Send the pic. Data Steel says, might be the one, gotcha. I may just do 33s. Appreciate it. Data Steel, before you do anything, why not 34s, bro? Just get the size that matches up to a 34. Go to the tire size calculator and put in some numbers till you get to 34. That might be your best bet, dude. Long guy says, are you still happy with your storage bins under the back seat? To be completely honest with you, I'm happy they're there because it was useless space. I use them for weird things, man. Like, I'll be honest with you. When I go food shopping, I put the stuff like the eggs and the milk and things that are in the bag that might break in those pockets. It works great. I keep back there a couple tools that I may need, like a couple screwdrivers, things like that. What else do I have? I have a hockey puck back there because you never know when you're going to need a hockey puck. My running gloves. Sometimes I keep a hoodie and a blanket in there in case of a breakdown. But yeah, I mean, I don't hate them. I don't hate them. I wish if I could do it again, I would get the one that was, it's a big aluminum box with a top on it that locks. I think that's a lot better because then I could keep like real stuff in there. But yeah, I don't regret it or anything. It wasn't a hard install. It's just one of those installs you got to pay attention to what you're doing. Measure 50 times, cut once, you know. I have a video of that install if you guys want to see it. You got to go look. I think that would be in my parts install playlist. When I put in the ESP underseat storage. Parts install playlist would be the easiest and quickest way to find it. If you're looking to see how that install was. Dad of Steel. If you go customoffset.com, they will have all the specs for you. I believe I've seen 35 also with the same offset. There you go. Here we go. Artisan says, I actually literally had a heart attack while at the dealership, but I love the truck. I won't drive it, LOL. He's working on air intakes and tailpipes, etc. I said, let him get what he wants. If he needs any help, I'm happy to point him in the right direction, but he sounds like he's well on his way. Where are you guys at? Well, first off, if you're in the U.S., yeah, where you at? Or Canada. I'm guessing U.S. Long Guy says, LOL, gotta confess, I don't do landscaping full-time. Did it all through high school and college, though. Yeah, it doesn't even matter if you don't do it full-time. It's just saying your name's Long Guy. So my mindset, unbelievable people out there that do that. That's a tough job. Says Data Steel. Data Steel, anytime. I've done a lot of research. Go with 33s or 275 or 285 to be 8. 7, what's going on? Keep the platinum. The platinum is staying, sir. The platinum is staying. Yeah, I hope you watch the video. The plan with that is to keep the platinum until the next gen Tundra. That would be when the platinum goes away, but I don't want the platinum to go away. It's near and dear to my heart now. I built it. I love it. You know, I had the other truck when I started the channel, the TRD Pro, but this one kind of elevated the channel to what it is today. I've had it for, it's going to be 2 years in May. It's grown on me. You know, so I'd like to keep it around. And I'm not saying that, you know, having 2 trucks would be smart, because it wouldn't be. But doing YouTube and being a Tundra channel, having an older gen and a new gen may be cool to do some comparisons. But I really just want to keep the Platinum Pro for the fact of, well, it's my truck, man. I love that thing. So we'll see what happens with it, you know. But if the channel's making enough revenue to where I could afford both trucks, I'll keep the Platinum Pro. If it's not, the Platinum Pro will be traded or sold, and we will get the next gen when that comes out, because that's a must-have for this channel, the next gen Tundra. Lip said, I felt bad for the guys leaf blowing all the wet leaves today on a huge commercial property. Hopefully that commercial property pays big money. The lack of storage compartments in the back seat is one of the disappointments with the Tundra for sure. I just want a place to keep my ratchet straps and a couple basic tools I like to carry with me. Well, there you go. I mean, that's a score, and that would be perfect for that. And they sell that at Sparks Parts, just saying. TundraDude34 promo code works for that one too. That's why I always say Sparks Parts has Toyota parts, TRD parts, and then some of the aftermarket Tundra parts as well, including the Magnuson Supercharger. You can get a Magnuson Supercharger and get 5% off with my promo code, which will save you $400 or $500. So, a little bit of money saved right there, man. My dad convinced me to buy a GMC 3500. He has a 2015 2500 GMC CR 6.0. Beautiful. That's awesome, dude. Like, that's top of the line right there. What do you think about the Tiger running boards, the ones with the rock slide, $289 on Amazon? Send me a picture to my email right now, and I'll pull it up while we're on this live stream. I'd like to see them. $289. Now I'd really like to see them. You can only tow what your vehicle is rated for. Do not tow more than your vehicle's gross weight. I see people with trailer brakes do this all the time. Not good if those brakes go out. That would be very bad. Very, very bad, but very good advice, Mr. Yoda. I love the built-in storage under the seats of my Ram. I store all my tow ropes and straps in there, and my blankets or jackets for unpredictable weather. I actually just pulled my, I had ratchet straps in there. I always used to, up until about a week ago, keep ratchet straps in the truck. You know, anything I put in the bed, if the tonneau cover's up and I put anything in the bed, safety first, I always make sure I ratchet them down. I took them out of the truck last week to do something, and I never put them back, so I got to get them back in there. Tommy Brown says you can never have too many Tundras. I'm going to agree with you. As long as one of them is, at least one of them is paid for. One of them has to be paid for, because 2 Tundra payments, no bueno, you know? Had no idea you were live. Been hanging around the fire. Dude, nothing wrong with a little fire hangout. Yeah, we've been live 44 minutes now. But, you know, notifications go off for some, not for everyone. That's why it's important. Hit the notification bell and hope you get one. Oh, Dad of Steel is my husband. I'm in my soap shop listening in. I wanted to better educate myself for him. I apologize. I apologize for the mess up. So we got Mrs. Dad of Steel. Very cool. Very cool. Educate away. And send me some soap. I haven't used the I'm very sorry for the mess up. I haven't used the underfloor storage yet, but maybe on my next beach trip, or maybe for spring break drinks. Okay, cool. That's why you go with the first-gen Tundra. Plenty of room under the seats and storage compartments. Wow. Omni, dude, how you been, brother? I haven't seen Omni in a couple months. I hope everything's well, especially with the Firehouse subs and all your fun Chicago shenanigans. How about the shout-out from TFL Truck? Yeah, that was pretty cool. If you guys don't know that, on TFLtruck.com, you know, TFL, Roman, Nathan, Andre, all the boys. Andre did a article where I got a shout-out in it about the next-gen Tundra and the possibilities. So that was pretty cool. Things like that are surreal to me, because I've watched TFL Truck for a really long time, and the fact that Andre, who is one of my favorites on that channel, shouted me out in his story, very cool. Very, very, very cool. But thank you for bringing that up, Mr. Omni. I appreciate it. I don't know if I even talked about that yet. Totally forgot. Let's see. For $289, those running boards will be China junk. Oh, boy, we got to check it out. Omni wants me to do the Boston accent. I haven't done that in so long. There's this guy on my live stream, always wants me to talk like I'm from Boston. The problem is I'm driving in my car, and everybody's always got something to say. Where's the booze, you know? We got Billy Buckner down here. We still hate him. We say it with the Sox, we hate him, and the Pats. You know, Tom Brady, he sucks. He's got to go. Tom Brady's got to go. But, we're going to go down here. We're going to drive down to car, get some beers. You know, the Yankees. Oh, when I have the head cold, it's not as good. Don't make me do that with the head cold again. More than one Tundra is not bad. It is awesome. I have 3 as of tomorrow. That's crazy. What a wife. Absolutely. Thundra, thank you very much. Thundra throwing $10 out. I appreciate it. Tundra's trying to keep the Platinum Pro around. Thanks, pal. I appreciate it. One is hers. That's pretty awesome. I still can't get my wife to drive the Tundra, but one day I will. She drove my TRD Pro one time. She never drove the 14 or the 9. Oh, man. Let's see. I am pulling up I just want to see the picture of Chris's potential side steps here. They're not ugly. Here, let me show you guys. They're not terrible looking. They're actually kind of nice. It's got 5-star reviews, 109, so that's might not be a bad deal right here. Chris, you should totally be the guinea pig, my friend, and get them and then report back. You know, why not, right? Gotta start using you guys as the guinea pigs, too. It can't all be me. Well, it probably can all be me. That is kind of my J.O.B., right? Excuse me. Own a construction company, so they all work. Very cool, Chris. Nice. Doing big things, man. An all-Tundra truck fleet, I guess we would call it. LOL from the Silkman, all right. Why did you request this? No, never do it again, please. Why did I request what? What did I do? I don't remember what I did. Christopher, okay, I see. Do you still watch NASCAR since Carl's retired? Yes. Yes, my friend. Hold on now. We want full effect as soon as you retire. We're Eric Jones, baby. There we go. We're Eric Jones, people. Eric Jones was my truck series guy. So it was no problem. He was coming up right when Eric was leaving, so it was kind of a perfect switch. I miss Carl. I said when Eric was my bad. I miss Carl a lot. Carl was my guy. But like I said, it was an organic swap over to Eric Jones, like I said, because he was my truck guy. And it was almost awesome because the guy I liked before Carl was Kyle Petty. That was my longtime favorite. And, you know, I watched Kyle. He was already in his prime. Carl, we watched him do big things for a lot of years, but it was cool to, you know, follow Eric kind of all the way up. So, very excited for this NASCAR season coming up. As always, I miss NASCAR. I need NASCAR in my life. Mine, not once. Tried to get her to take it out with our oldest tonight. No go. My wife just doesn't like driving anything like, you know. Well, first off, she probably feels terribly nervous. The drivers around here suck. But, you know, she's all about that CRV, dude. Looks like the Trail Boss factory steps. Good call. Did you end up getting a Trail Boss? Wasn't that what you were looking at, Omni? That's what I was thinking. Yeah, be my guinea pig, dude. I appreciate it. Request the Boston. He didn't like the Boston. Oh, no. Do talk about remote starts. I'm curious if anyone else has one. From what these fine folks were sitting with here tonight, and the other, well, yeah, there's 38 on the other 12,100 of you. Most of you like the Viper remote start. There's a few out there that people like. No one really cares for the Toyota remote start. At this point, I would take a Toyota remote start just for the fact of how cold it is in the morning. And Canadians, I understand. It's freezing in Canada. I get it. But I'm still cold when I leave in the morning. But the Viper is the one everybody always talks about. Who else? What else do we got for remote starts? Who's got favorites? What do we got? 3 makes it a fleet, right? Yeah, dude, totally. Fleet it up. Chuck Norris, Taco Truck versus Taco is also awesome. I got to check that out. Oh, you didn't like the accent. I'm sorry there, Destroyer. Yeah, this guy on here, Destroyer, doesn't like my accent. Well, you're not really a trooper, bud. I'm just kidding. I love you. Fleet. Nothing better than a warm tundra waiting for you. I agree, and I haven't had that in a long time. Good for you, Data Steel. Remarry that lovely woman immediately. 100%. Cool, man. I'm digging. Eric, he was talent for sure. Yes. I think with time, he will be a big contender. Yeah, there's definitely some rookie mistakes out there, but you know what? It's fun to watch him grow. And I listen to him on the scanner, too, every race. I have Race View, which if you are a NASCAR fan and you don't get Race View, you're missing out, man. Because you can follow your driver's car around the track the entire race, which is cool. So you can see everything he's doing. And you can listen to him and his crew, which is the best part, in my opinion. I've been doing that since I started watching racing. Well, not home on the phone like I do now, but, you know, we go to, back in the day, 10, 11 races a year, and I had a scanner and headphones and stuff. And it's a lot more interesting when you're listening to what's really wrong with the car. Absolutely. Lip says, Chevy Trail Boss looks pretty good. And I'm not even a Chevy guy. 07 Tundra FJ is my daily. Sick. First off, the FJ is sweet. But, yeah, I like the Trail Boss. I just think it's missing a bunch of stuff. Maybe I should, just for the sake of this argument, change to the DeWalt Eric Jones hat. Rock and roll. I'll do that. Oh, my God, your wife drives a CRV? She does. She does. That thing's been around for 8 years now. It's a beast. I got to be honest. Might be the one. Of course, she is my life gem. I like it. Just ahead of my truck. There you go. What do you think of Daniel Suarez? I think Daniel Suarez got screwed because now he's out of the 19 because they had to move Martin Truex over, which is terrible. But we'll see what Daniel can do. This is his year. This year, next year. We'll see what he can do. If he can make some magic happen. I thought he was really starting to come around in the 19. So it's getting to the point where he's kind of got to put up or shut up. We'll give him an extra year because he's switching teams. But they rushed him up a year early because Carl bounced out of nowhere. So we'll see. But I don't dislike Daniel Suarez at all. There's a lot of talent there. TD, don't ask. I've waited 3 months for the TRD Pro and the dealer sold it to someone else and didn't even tell me. Trail Boss was next, but I couldn't go after the Chevy after all. So what are you doing? You still Raptor right now, dude? That's terrible, by the way, what happened there. LOL says might be the one. Thunder says my remote start is me, myself, and I unlocking the truck and turning the key. There you go. Same, buddy. Damn it, haha. So I'm still shopping. Okay. My favorite remote start is the built-in one on the Ram. That doesn't turn off the truck when I turn the key. Yeah, all the way to the right like normal, which I always do when I drive my uncle's Tundra Limited. Yeah, that's what my dad had in his Ram. And in my Jeep, the old Jeep that I had one of those remote starts where you can get in and the truck's on and you just put the key in the ignition and turn it forward. The best. I will be looking into that, but my problem has been finding a new favorite driver since Junior retired and have been leaning to Eric. Dude, welcome aboard, bro. Come on down. Yeah, for me, to like a driver, it has to be organic. Okay, so I'm going to tell you how it went for me. Kyle Petty was always my favorite since I saw his Matchbox car in 1991, Mellow Yellow car, in KB Toys. That was where it all started for me with Kyle Petty. When Kyle retired, I became an AJ Allmendinger fan because he took over the 44 Richard Petty Motorsports car when they Petty Enterprises went under, and the next year Gillette Evernham and Petty Enterprises merged. And I liked AJ Allmendinger all the way up into the point in 2012 where he had that drug issue where they suspended him for the half a season or whatever. And then that night I switched over to Carl Edwards because he was always my second favorite. And then I've been Carl all the way up until I always have like Truck Series and well, it's not Busch Series anymore. Xfinity Series drivers as well, favorites. So I kind of did that. You know, I always like to do the organic switches. It's very hard to just say, oh, you know, I think I'll just like this guy now. Like a lot of junior fans couldn't do that with Alex Bowman. So I understand where you're coming from with that. Take your time till you find the guy that you feel. Matt DiBenedetto is definitely my second favorite driver on the track. He organically became one of the guys I support just because he's a good dude, and he makes the most out of crappy equipment. Matt DiBenedetto will be a big star one day if he gets a shot. I'm telling you right now. Remember this conversation. I just want a 63 Chevy Suburban 4x4 with a 12-valve Cummins and Allison transmission sitting on some 38 BFGs and Dana 90s. See, Yoda, you're a man's man, dude. You know, like you work on all your own stuff with all the crazy things. That would be perfect. That would be perfect. Raptor sold 4 months ago. Just the Jeep Grand Cherokee at the moment. Whoa. Whoa. Omni is back. Well, thank God Omni's back. I've missed Omni. Missed him a lot. Sorry about your Pro Omni. Yeah, that's pretty bad that happened to you, Omni. Pretty crazy. Gotta be honest. Omni, sorry to hear the Pro sold. Yeah, that's crazy. That's exactly how my remote start works. Uses the factory H key fob and does not shut off when you get in. Just put the key in, turn, and off you go. I like it. That's sweet. 7 Light, thank you very much for the $7.77. I like what you did there. If we all pitch in a little, maybe you can have 2 gorgeous Tundras. Yeah, that would be fantastic. I appreciate all of the donations, my friends. I appreciate your time. I just appreciate you guys hanging out on the channel and being here. So thank you very much, 7. You're the man. And I dig the 777. Good stuff. Good thing your name is not 6 Light, or that would have got weird, right? I like and dislike the Trail Boss. It just looks too short for a half ton. I always felt like it looked too skinny. Like tall and skinny. I don't know. I'm not sold on it yet. Thanks, Chris. I could get one from another dealer. I just think it was a sign. Maybe too much money for that SR5. Yeah, sounds like everybody else. And I'm a Kyle Busch fan. I like Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch is one of the last Mohegans out there, man. Because the drivers nowadays are not as hardcore as they once were. Kurt Busch, Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick are the last real 3 go-getters. Martin Truex isn't bad either. I don't know. Actually made me happy with the Tundra doesn't have the push button start, which will probably be coming next, I would think. Which is a point of contention for many owners I know. Okay. New car suck, says Rob Yoda. Technology will kill us all one day. Listen to Elon Musk. He says we went too far with AI. I believe him. I like Elon Musk a lot. When you listen to him, he's a real smart dude. The doors will lock, the windows will roll up, and the car will drive themselves off the cliff with us in them. Whew. I guess be in a Tundra then, because there's not much technology in them. All of us Tundras will be on the road still. Price all the TRD parts on the Pro and add that to the SR5. I did a video on that like 2 years ago. That was a good video. I mean, as far as like the research and everything, it took a long time, but I like how it came out. I see more TSS around than the TRD. Dad of Steel, if you're in that part of the country, you're going to see a ton of TSS. Around me, not one. That's a southeastern Toyota thing. So, kind of the thing there, I guess. But TRD is only in the Northeast. I mean, it's not only in the Northeast, but up here, that's all we have. Tommy Brown said, heck yeah, glad to hear someone talk about the early 90s in NASCAR. And yes, Matt will probably be the next Kyle Busch. Yeah. Minus the bad attitude. Yeah. See, I like Matt a lot. Actually, if you listen to Matt DiBenedetto's scanner when he's out there on the racetrack, he did say something. Landon Castle, I think, was roughing him up in a turn where it was unnecessary. And he said, go tell his spotter that if he does that again, I'm going to bust his ass, and I don't mean on the racetrack. So that's a direct quote from Matt DiBenedetto, and that was pretty funny. He's just a cool dude. And he always does, like, the social media. You know, after the race, he'll come on to Instagram and Twitter and tell you how he felt about the car and stuff. I just dig that. I think he understands the game. They just need to give him a shot. And the 95 is a step up from where he was, but it's not where he needs to be. Also concerned about the comfort long distance with the Tundra overall. I never had a problem. The Platinum is very comfortable on long trips. Those seats are amazing. In my opinion, NASCAR died with the Intimidator. Now, I've heard this a lot, Rob. I like where you went with that. Like, I agree. But I think it was good up until about 06, 07. It still had some good names and some great racing. You still have the Ricky Rudds, the Dale Jarretts, the Sterling Marlins. You still have those drivers that still could put on a really good show. Tony Stewart. But when they started to get to Caro Tomorrowland in 07, it really went downhill. When they started to jack around with the cars in like 04, same thing. But like the 02 season was very good. 03 was really good. But I mean, I do overall kind of feel your pain on that one and do agree. Big Jim, what's going on? Hello, I saw your pictures of your truck. Very nice. Do you have a lift kit on your truck? I do. I have the TRD Pro suspension, which is a 2-inch lift. It's a leveling kit, but 2-inch lift from stock. They do not sell that TRD Pro kit anymore, though. It is discontinued. You may be able to find a random person selling it on eBay or something, but overall, no bueno anymore. Can't get it new. I've been out of NASCAR a long time, but Matt Kenseth used to drive the DeWalt car. Yes, yes. He drove the DeWalt 17 for years, and then he went in 2013, I'm thinking, over to Joe Gibbs Racing. Actually, the 20 DeWalt now is what Eric Jones took over from Matt Kenseth. So, Rob Yoda, I agree with you. There you go, Thunder agrees. Anyone watching Gold Rush right now? I used to watch that show all the time. Rick Ness. 2 words that killed NASCAR: restrictor plate. I say go fast and go hard, Rubbins Racing. Now, I like these conversations we're having, but I disagree with you on that one. I think it depends what restrictor plate track or what restrictor plate package is on the vehicle. Okay? The balls to the wall of the 80s, the cars got too separate. It was just kind of like cars following each other around on the big Daytona tracks. I like when they're brought together, but again, it depends on the track. In fact, this is terrible to say, but the 01 package, the one that unfortunately took the life of Dale Earnhardt Sr., was one of the best restrictor plate packages where it had that fin on the roof. It kept the cars bunched up, but not to the point where they couldn't race. The packages on the cars today, they can't race. They could pack up together, but they don't do anything. And I hate that. Omni, if you have driven a heavy-duty truck for an extended period of time, it rough and feels like that to me personally. Okay. If you want the best road comfort for a truck, I'm kind of biased, but many people really like the Ram 1500 for a nicer, softer ride. There you go. Artisan said, question, has he mentioned taking all the chrome off of his truck, color matching it to his truck black? Is there somewhere I could get all the symbols for him, or how can I help him? All of that is at sparksparts.com. The place with my promo code TundraDude34. They have they have black badging, and they have what I use on mine for my 4x4 badge, which is a cover kit. It's a blacked out cover kit, so you don't have to take the badges off. It's just a cover that goes right over it, and it's a lot easier, I'll tell you that. But if you have any questions about any of that stuff, sales at sparksparts.com. They'd be happy to help you and answer any questions. Just tell them what you're looking for. They have all the body color bumper pieces you would need, body color handles, body color mirror caps. If you go on that website, sparksparts.com, there's a tab that says Popular Tundra Upgrades. Most of it is in there. That would be the best place to start. Omni says, my 16, 17 Tundra TRD Pros were so uncomfortable, just scared to have that issue again. I always felt like my 2016 Pro, especially with that suspension, was fantastic on the highway. That was always my vibe, but that's me. Mike says, the new Ram is amazing looking, and the Hemi 8-speed is the best match powertrain in the industry, but after 2 Jeeps, I can't trust Chrysler quality, says Mike. It's a shame because I kind of agree with you on a lot of that. My dad's 2015 Ram that he had, I really enjoyed the ride. And that Hemi, though, the Hemi's a very reliable engine as far as what comes out of the FCA camp. Mike be the one says, I was a fan of Danica Patrick when she got started. Not too proud to say. But it always looked like they were out to wreck her. Miss you, number 3. She just... I'm going to do this once. I'm sorry to bother you if you don't like NASCAR. Give me 2 seconds because I want to give Mike my point on this. I guarantee he will agree. They rushed Danica to Cup too quickly. She did 1 year of... I don't even know what it was then. Okay, Xfinity Series, Busch Series. She did 1 year, and then they put her right in the Cup Series. That was a bad move, okay? She should have did 2 years in trucks, 2 years in Busch Series or Xfinity, and then come up to Cup. They rushed her up there. She didn't know how to race the cars right. She didn't know how to race around people correctly, and she would spin herself out or cause wrecks. And it's all her fault. I blame her because she was the one that had the huge ego that said, no, I want to go Cup racing right now. And she ruined her career. She ruined her racing career that way. Omni does WR. Hashtag Lip says, hashtag no chrome makes any truck better. I agree. I love my Jeep Grand Cherokee, but hate the something of a Jeep. Air ride just broke. Nothing but problems. Oof, not good. Thanks, even though he is watching. Well, there you go. Now he's got all that information too, so you can help each other out. Let him pick it out. You just pay. Tommy says, Senior was and is my all-time favorite driver, and yes, the 01 package was the best. And they'll never use it again because of what happened. Do they sell the supercharger? Yes, the SparksParts.com does sell the Magnuson supercharger. That's where I got mine from. My promo code works with it too. So you'll save about $400 or $500 right there. Danica Patrick tried to do too much, in my opinion. I think she would have been better off staying in the Indy car. Too big, too fast. Another great point. I have 62,000 on my 2016 Ram and have had zero problems. And occasionally, I go a little too long on the oil changes, but it's been the most reliable vehicle I've owned. Very nice. Yeah, it's a great engine. Hey Mark, got any contacts on the LA side of the big US? Anybody's in Toyota dealership? I need to ship a windshield from LA to New Zealand. Contact me on Instagram, private message. See what I can do for you. LOL, this woman, fellas. Find yourself one like her if you don't have one already. Well, I have one that let me buy a supercharger and that really cool crock pot, so I feel like I'm winning as well, for sure. 2019 TRD Pro list interior leathers, premium leather package, same as platinum. Never seen premium leather in an SR5. The 2019, yeah, well, this is what they did. 2015 TRD Pro didn't have leather. 2016 started to have leather. The leather that's in there, Christopher, is not the same as the platinum though. The platinum and the 1794 are like another step up. But the leather that's in the 2019 TRD Pros is still good. It's the same that's in the limiteds and everything like that. It's very heavy duty. It could take a beating for sure. The Semi is solid and the Trans is good because it isn't a Chrysler Trans, okay? Both Jeeps have had cooling system issues. The Grand Cherokee still is losing coolant and has weird electrical issues. Sounds terrible. How do you like your supercharger compared to the TRD supercharger? Same company made Magnuson, made the TRD supercharger. It's pretty much the same supercharger with no more TRD logo on it, but you get a little more power. I think it's 50 more horsepower out of the one they have now because of the Bully Dog. Is anyone running suspension seats? I have found them to be comfortable. I would love suspension seats in a half-ton. I used to rock them in the old Freightliner that I used to drive for work, 26-footer. What is the benefit of a supercharger? A lot more power, a lot more speed. Yeah, it's very powerful. It boosts the Tundra horsepower about 150 and torque the same. So you go from like 381 to like 550 at the flywheel. MPG art and lots of manpower. I like it. Thanks, dude. No problem. The benefit of a supercharger is bottom end torque and extra power. There you go. That's the scientific answer. That's a bummer, Mike. I think I'm probably going to be sticking with Mopar for everything since they satisfy my needs. Well, if it works, why change it? TD, she was racing Indy, brother. She went for that to left turns. Yeah, I know. But I'm telling you, if she would have just took her time and came up right. Oh, I just froze. Well, I froze at a good time because I look funny. Just keep doing that. Froze at a good time. I'm going to answer these questions real quick, and then I got to get off, so I'm going to go quick. Girl terms, sorry, no problemo. I was about to say Mrs. TD must be the shat. I like her. She's pretty cool. Danica also raced in NHRA. I didn't even know that. Geesh. I'm not absolute on any truck. Once I get my tax return back, I need to start driving the different trucks. Yes, definitely do it. Guys, I'm going to go now. It's been a while. Got to go see the wife and hang out with her Friday night. But we'll be doing a lot more live streams this week. There will be videos coming up shortly as well. I'm sorry about the frozen screen again. This happens every once in a while. I could just match it. Anyway, but thanks for being here. Thank you for the donations, everyone. Have a great night. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the like button on the way out. Be good. Be safe. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye then.